Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the OnGod pod. I'm here with my guys today. Y'all can say your names.
Jesus Gump. Issa.
There you go. My name is Bashir. What's good?
What's going on, y'all? This is the official first episode of the of the podcast. We've we've ran along some bumps here and there, and today we got my nigga Issa here, and usually my brother Ahmad would be here with us, but he had some engagements to take care of. It's his little boy's B-day coming up, so
Happy birthday.
take care of the firstborn, his junior. He had to go handle that. But my Issa's here. He came through today, and it's the first episode anyway, so we're going to rock out with my guy.
Let's go.
I'm pretty sure you'll be around here and
Not
there.
a mob, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to do what it do.
We're going to give a breakdown today because we actually officially got everything going. So, like, the podcast is the On God pod. We're trying to be honest. We're trying to be, transparent as possible. We got hella brothers that we grew up around that are, like, ridiculously talented, that got really dope stories, their backgrounds are amazing. And, we're going to touch into it. We're going to vibe with it. Me and Bashir, we grew up together. My nigga
Yes,
Issa,
sir.
we've been around the same circle of life. I mean, your homies, for sure, maybe your older generation homies, we've known and we grew up around.
Yeah.
And we haven't been, like, as close, but
It's really a
through
lot
like,
of them.
actual, like, it's crazy because Bashir, too, like, we don't see all the Alis all the time. We don't see, like,
Yeah.
most of the brothers from the Muslim movement, but when we do see them, like, it's love because it's like, we've seen each other for a long time.
And there's some people that you know that I didn't even know you knew.
Exactly.
And that was still my, like, big homies.
Facts.
Like, I like them all.
It's crazy. Like we're part of the inner city Muslims.
On God.
That's
Yeah.
how we're categorized.
No, definitely. And
It's not inner city Muslims.
It's LA
It
Muslims.
actually is a literal term, though. Like,
God, that's what we
like,
are.
Inner city.
Low key, that's what we grew up at the mosque. We're all like real Islamic center children. I mean, you grew up at a different mosque.
You know what's crazy? So I remember like my first few memories, even at the Islamic Center
Yeah.
on Third, because I went to Al Medina. This is where the school that I went to with all the other older folks that you knew,
Facts.
like the older Alis and stuff.
You
So
know some of all these, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Met a
the
couple of them.
older ones. Well, I went to the same school as them, and I actually grew up in the same community as them too. So they're like kind of like big brothers to me at a point. So we went to the same school, Al Medina.
Yeah.
And I know y'all know New Horizon. We actually played against them in a basketball game. And I think it was either our first or second game against them. Bro, we beat them 80-11.
Damn.
God damn.
Hey, relax. Don't flex on my Islamic center people, dog. Who did we have?
I'm not playing
Bashir,
with
I don't know who we had on our New Horizon squad. I definitely didn't go to New Horizon, so.
Wasi. You got to talk
Oh,
to Wasi.
Wasi.
Oh my God. Of course.
Wasi was hooping, though.
Hey,
Wasi was hooping.
we
I
just
ain't gonna-
violated Wasi. We're like, of course. Oh, God.
We did him dirty. And it was crazy.
Hey, we
Nigga,
love
11? Why didn't you let y'all niggas keep playing? I would have been like,
For real.
what's in 50? Like, y'all gotta.
I threw in the
Hey,
towel.
hey, I
Let's
ain't
go
gonna lie,
pray
that's what I'm
Usher,
thinking.
man. Let's
We
get
got
out
like five turnovers in a row. Well, they got like 5 turnovers in a row, and we're just like, bro, like this is like it's clearly a slaughter. What are you guys doing? But after a while, like, it was cool. Like that was when we were young though. We were really young. I think there's a picture somewhere floating around somewhere,
Yeah.
and it's like when I was probably like 10 years old max.
Damn.
I was probably max 10.
Yeah, low key. That's when I
15 years ago.
first came from the motherland to Los Angeles. I was 10 years old, and the first place I went to was Islamic Center. Yeah, that's the first time I met Sam Alam and all the rest of them. Well, Sam and Ali were the first 2 guys I met at the mosque when I was 10, and they were the first like real friends, like homies that nigga had. Like when I first moved to LA, it was a little.
Damn, that was
little rough.
rough. That's crazy. Yeah, the memory and it's like it's probably vivid too.
No,
'cause
on
it
God, because it was a very
made
big
an
change. It
impression.
was like, I remember like being in one part of the world, and then the next time I'm in a different part of the world, and everything is different.
Yeah.
And it's new.
And you got a whole crash course of LA.
God. And then
You
literally,
gotta-
we came to South Central out of all places.
How crazy of a culture shock would you?
It was
would you say that
ridiculous,
was?
bro. We literally we started off in the OC, and the OC was like pleasant. It was like, yeah, cool. This is a vibe.
Yeah.
Like this is what California is. Oh, this is chill.
Orange County.
And then Mom's was like, I found a place, like our actual place, 'cause we were staying with a family member there when we first moved. My mom got her apartment, and she excited and shit. And we was on 57th in Normandy, and my mom was like happy. Like,
No, sir.
yeah, we was on 57th, and my mom was like, "This is a beautiful place, isn't it?" We were like, "Hell yeah!" Until we went outside, and it was like, "Okay, this is different."
Look, that's all I needed to hear to know that was a crazy culture shock. Because listen, if you come to 57th in Normandy
God.
and you like, this is nice. Like, oh, look.
Oh, that's your first time.
Yeah, you came from the
Moms
land.
didn't know.
Cause
But you gotta think about when she came from Africa. Like
yeah,
this
exactly.
shit is
like,
beautiful. Like,
to
Oh,
be
yeah.
honest, that's the craziest thing too, cause that's what people. It's sad how like people out here take everything like.
yeah.
Oh, we take
I mean, I
granted.
grew up out here too, and I probably almost the same way, but not as bad as some other folks out there, cause people really take things for granted.
I ain't gonna
It's
hold
like,
you.
you're in
Let
America.
me just say this though. I'm not gonna shit on Kenya because Kenya is really fire too, low key. They got like some,
Okay.
like they not as backwards as we think.
But would you
here.
say they
Yeah.
had as many opportunities as America?
Maybe not as many opportunities, but I'm saying like when you living wise, like places
Well, yeah,
and shit,
exactly. That's what
it ain't
Yeah.
that gritty. You feel me?
Look, some folks
True.
might like even damn near you maybe later. You might want to like get your bread up over here and then move back
Facts.
to the motherland.
Oh,
See,
God. I
and
think
then a
that's
lot of people
everyone's
be living
plan.
well, like you ain't even got to work. Like you be chilling. You got something going on for you, all right. But I mean, to grow up there and to try to like make something out of nothing over there,
Yeah.
like and rather than making something out of nothing in America,
Oh, God.
it's most likely gonna be easier. Like just damn near statistically,
100%.
that's statistically, like you got to actually work for it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, out here, I mean,
And then
there
Bush-
are some niggas that take things for granted.
But you were born here, right, Bush?
No, I was born in Pakistan.
Born in Pakistan.
Yes, sir.
I
Came
didn't
here.
even know that.
Came here in '99.
99. Damn, the same time.
Yeah,
I came like
99.
December 99.
So how old are you?
29.
No, how old were you?
Oh, when it came here, we're 6.
Oh,
6, 7.
okay.
It was crazy. The memory I have coming to LA was crazy. The first time I came here, my dad's place, bro. The first thing that's on TV, which I fell in love with,
What?
KKL9, Lakers,
Oh God.
Kobe, Shaq.
Stop playing with
I was okay. I was like, okay, I see my dad. My dad watching Lakers. I'm all right, cool. I'm gonna rock with Lakers. See purple and gold since then.
You know the first thing I
Damn,
saw?
so you watched.
Jerry Springer.
Oh damn.
I was like, oh, nigga, Jerry Springer is lit. I used to come home from school like, nigga, I'm turning on Jerry Springer. Wait till my mom get the fuck out the house and be like, hey,
Hey, that's.
she going to work? Perfect, Jerry Springer, nigga. We going up. I don't know what this is, but this
I'm not
is
gonna
lit.
lie,
yeah.
bro. Even
That's hard,
as
though.
a kid, I used to think Jerry Springer was kind of like extras. I'm like,
Oh,
what
yeah,
the
that shit.
fuck is going on
I
here?
ain't
Like,
never
why?
seen no shit like that in
'Cause
my
look,
life.
I was
Yeah.
like, I was 2 when you came out here. That's 99. I'm born in 97. So
Yeah.
Damn.
I watched like the Jerry Springer, you know.
So you were
Oh, you
like,
saw all
was-
that.
It wasn't
97?
like nothing when I was a grown up, but I was like kid watching it. Still watching. I don't know how the fuck I was watching.
Nigga,
it, but
I
was
remember
watching
1997, nigga. You were born.
So he came out the womb.
it. Like,
I
man,
swear to God,
you
I
got like
remember
two
1997.
faint memories of 97. Stop
Everything.
playing.
No, I swear to God, I was
Hey,
7
but
years
look,
old. I remember.
I'm really like,
a
I'm
little
like,
bit.
I'm a time traveler, bro. I'm really from like 1900 to 02, whatever the case.
Yeah.
Jerry Springer, I used to think that shit was like extras, bro. I was like, why the fuck? Like, why are they doing the most? People are obviously doing it just to act up on television. But
God bless him.
isn't that embarrassing?
Nah, that shit
I'm
was
like,
a-
bro, aren't you embarrassed? You're
That shit
acting
was a trip,
fool.
bro. That shit was fucking crazy.
I mean, yeah. Do you remember the Steve Wilkos show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that nigga came from Jerry Springer. That nigga was
Yeah.
a security guard.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
remember
Steve
that.
Wilkos was even more burnt out. He was just airing out hella pedophiles. I was like, wow.
Big old swole white
This is
dude,
crazy.
swole ball white dude.
Yeah, but what's it called, Bush? When you came to LA, like, what was the first like people you you got like introduced to? You know what I'm saying? From coming from Pakistan, do you remember like Pakistan a little bit?
Yeah, I still remember Pakistan. Even when I went to Pakistan recently in March.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still remember the area. I walked around, like roamed around. I'm like, bro, this is where I grew up. It's crazy when you were a kid, that place looked huge.
Oh God.
But when I went back, I was walking
tiny
around,
as
but
shit.
it's just tiny.
And,
Oh, this is crazy.
Issa, you were born in LA. Real LA baby.
On this great land.
You're blessed, my brother. Oh
land,
God.
dude.
Nah, you were blessed.
It's crazy because like y'all sitting there telling me like, hey, I was born over in this country, I'm born in this country. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I'm just.
Nah, you
basic
blessed.
Los
Yeah.
Angeles. I was like, not even I was born in another state in America. I was born in Los Angeles.
In LA.
Yeah, LA is a place.
Man,
I ain't gonna hold you like
UCLA.
I don't want to big up America too much, but it is a different vibe. Like even when I travel, like Bashir knows too. When you travel as an American citizen from like me from
Oh,
another
yeah.
country,
You get
you
perks.
get beautiful. We were talking about it at the time. I was in London and I was traveling through immigration, and you see like there's like a checked area was like Americans, Europeans, and
Like,
Canadians.
I got some privilege.
And then there was
going
like
on.
all other countries, and all the other countries had a long ass line, nigga. The American one, that side, you just walking through freely,
Yeah,
dog.
you
just
got that
going
VIP
crazy.
experience.
Just because they're like, hey, we know America's usually good. They got it
Imagine,
going on, so
imagine
y'all
if I was
good.
born in Kenya and had to live through Kenya. God bless Kenya, I love Kenya, but having that passport, nigga.
Oh yeah, that blue passport.
I'll be in line for 3 hours. Like, man,
Oh, yeah,
send
that's
me back to
tough.
Kenya, nigga. I'm not trying to
I
be here.
actually like even going to Mexico because I went to Mexico like as a kid too, and even like a little not few years ago, I drove my mom down to Tijuana too. But even just getting like there's a line, and I've seen it. It's like
Oh, yeah.
other whatever like and then there's America.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, we strolling right through.
Oh,
We're
God.
going right back to the land.
Facts.
I
You
was
are
like,
black
what
and
the- that's
black
crazy.
black American or like
Yeah.
what kind of black?
Ah,
Do you know?
Yeah, African American. I actually got to do a 23andMe myself.
Like,
My mom-
what do you mean
my
what kind
mom
of
is
black?
Mexican.
Honestly, I was thinking about that. Like, you know, like some people, like they know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I said, I got to do a 23andMe because I don't know. If
no,
they're
I don't think
accurate.
African, obviously. I'm talking about American wise. Like he from LA or he from like outside of LA? Like he from like
Oh,
Chicago?
Chicago.
Straight from
Yeah,
Chicago.
okay.
yo.
That's what kind of black I meant. Look.
Yeah.
I mean,
nah, well-
the niggas understood, but I was like, what kind of black? You know?
The trenches
The
of
South?
Chicago, but my mom is actually from the trenches of Mexico. So like, her family's still out there too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I went there as a kid, and like I actually seen a little bit. Like we all grew up in different countries.
Nah,
I seen
facts.
a little bit of different countries too. In Mexico, the place is from Acapulco, so
Oh, okay.
and it's not the nice parts either. Like you got to go travel a little bit to get to the actual.
I've been to
decent,
Mexico
nice
City,
part
nigga.
in
I know.
Acapulco.
I know Mexico's it's another country
Yeah,
for sure.
and like I
Yeah.
said, it's further in.
Yeah, it's not no-
It's further in, so it's like, man, it was
It
tough.
wasn't the touristy part.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of crazy shit, dude. I ain't gonna hold you. And I was like, damn, I want to go back to America, mom. Like, please go back to LA. Like, I want to go home. Like,
So we take
were
it
out
for
there
granted.
a fucking month. But we were out there for a month.
Damn.
Nah, Mexico. I
like-
mean, honestly,
get it,
when
you
you're a
wanna see
youngster,
it there.
sometimes it's like different. You know, like the vibe
Yeah.
is different.
Bro, the last time I went it was like 13 years ago.
Yeah. You might be
So
like,
I
it's,
was young, and I went there 4 years in a row.
I think like when you're younger, I think sometimes we take things for granted. Like you know.
Yeah.
But when you go back as an older person, like you kind of appreciate the shit out of it a little bit more because I think you can kind of do more. You know, when you're a kid, you're restricted to go places. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't really be in the city. You can't really
And-
vibe like you want to. You're a kid. You gotta be
Yeah.
at the house
To be
and shit.
honest, I was actually just talking about that earlier with like her and the homie, and I was like, man, it's crazy because I actually want to go back to Mexico now. Like,
Yeah.
I want to go and see the fam and everything, and because
It's a whole different experience now.
My little brother's 15 right now, and he doesn't even want to go.
Yeah.
And it's just like you were saying, when you're younger, you don't want to take it. Like, you don't
Sometimes,
wanna
like, youngsters
take
Hey,
it for
you
granted.
gotta
It's like-
drag him with you.
But I mean,
Nah, I told our dad, I was like, hey, this boy going.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
taking his.
But
You gotta have a change
did
of.
you go back when you was younger?
No.
No, huh? You went back like after a long time.
Yeah, when it came from Pakistan, that's first time I haven't gone back till recently.
Yeah,
But I went back to India. My mom's side of family.
yeah.
India's cool too.
And just damn, so you got the half.
Yeah, half. I gotta go both sides.
Half. Half black.
I
half
was saying, I know
Mexican,
a little
half
bit,
Indian, half
about
Pakistani.
that.
But let's go back to the LA, like being from like the mosque that we're from and the mosque life and being youngsters back in the day. And I mean, obviously, like we're Muslim, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
regardless of what kind of vibe we bring out or how people see what we're doing. Niggas might see me smoke a joint. Niggas might see me smoke some vape, whatever. I don't give a fuck what they see, but a nigga's still Muslim at the end of the day. And I'm not trying to put no bad energy out there because
Yeah.
what I do see online, low key, a lot of times is especially niggas that even have like any type of conversations like these where they record it and we have a conversation about Islam or something. Some people kind of like put out like that vibe, like, oh, look at these brothers, shame these brothers type shit. Where it's like
look.
most people
Yeah.
wouldn't care, but I don't give a fuck. I mean, at the end of the day, like we're being honest to ourselves.
You know what's crazy? I actually been since I was like a kid, because my biological father was in prison before I was even born.
Yeah.
So it's been me and my mom and my sister. But I mean, ever since then, I noticed it's kind of different because as I grew up, I could see things change and everything. And I'm not a dumb nigga, so I seen how things was working in our community. Niggas would, like the older folks and stuff in the community, they would kind of like get on my head about everything and like try to like, I'm like, none of y'all niggas is my dad. Like, what are y'all talking to me? Like, y'all might have the best in mind, but even as a kid, I saw it. I'm
Yeah.
like, y'all, which is weird because later on, I actually went out in the world and I started seeing these same niggas out there doing so I'm like, hey, brother, lower your gaze. What are you doing? What the fuck? Hold on, I saw you, nigga. I see you. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's
so I'm like, but look,
it's something
I'm
that
not
actually
even about to
happens,
go
for real.
tell you nothing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I would love to go over there and be like, hey, but I will feel be a hypocrite because I'm not alone.
No, facts. I mean, at the end of the day,
I'm
like
not perfect, so I can't go over there and tell
Yeah.
you, hey. But if I was doing everything I was right, and I still probably wouldn't. I'll probably cut you to the side and probably barely feel like as humble as I can to try to let you know something. But still, I'm not about to go and everything because you know you're older than me and all that. But there's just certain.
Bro, trust me, me and Bush know. Like, again, that's why we're talking about the growing up at the mosque. Like, I love the mosque. Even, like, I used to work in the mud. I used to like, be there every day type vibe.
Yeah.
And actually, like, it was a place till today, like, I feel at home there, you know. Regardless of people like that, but there, to be honest, there is a lot of dudes there. And I think there's a lot of Muslims that just be like, extra judgy, like they're the most perfect people in the world, like they know everything, they got it right now. Like again, that's what being Muslim is, kind of like we all struggling, aren't we? Like it's all a test for all of us.
Oh,
You
yeah.
feel me? We all trying to be better. We all trying to do good. So the next man ain't the best, better than the next man. But man, but even at the Islamic Center, I was gonna bring it back to that. Like there's like a real vibe of love, you know. And when I was there, like with the real dudes, I saw some real brothers that used to be like, tell me some real shit like, yo, Jay, like, you young and you at the masjid? Like, you know, when I was your age, I was out there drinking, smoking
Yeah.
weed, like, being honest with me, you know? And they're like, man, I'm good. I'm proud of you doing that, not acting like that. But they ain't know, you know, I was still like 18, 17.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they were like being
Yeah,
honest. They would talk
you know
about that
things.
at the mosque and be like, yo, nigga, I used to be a fuck up a little bit, like, but, you know, like, that's why I'm here now. I'm an old nigga, but, like, I know, like, I fucked up and you kind of got to fuck up a little bit. Like, it's part of life, you know?
Yeah.
You're youngsters. Them dudes at the mosque used to tell me that all the time, but it'd be the niggas that, when I would work there, that, when I used to work from literally from closing time, so after Isha, so I'd go through all the prayers and it'd be the same brothers that come pray every day, and probably like a group of 10 brothers, and them brothers would be really honest with a nigga, be like, hey man, and what they used to see was me, Bashir, all the bros, Sam, all the guys at the mosque all the time, so they'd be like, yo, I fuck with the energy of y'all being here, you know,
Yeah.
y'all niggas is here all the time, y'all niggas could be outside, this LA, we could have been
Yeah,
doing
someone-
whatever, you know?
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm not too sure like how this works. Well, like I mean, I'm a Muslim myself, obviously, but I don't know every single hadith out there, and I wouldn't know if like
Me neither.
them
Bush?
the way they go about things.
Me
About to
neither.
say you a scholar?
us neither. Like
Inshallah.
So, but
Inshallah.
they don't know like there's probably a certain way to go about things, but sometimes I feel like I mean it ain't the worst thing in the world to show a little bit of transparency. Like,
Not true.
It's like, hey
Yeah.
man, look man,
The reason why I bring it up,
these
because
days and times too. Yeah,
yeah,
it's like
I bring it up
come
because
on
like
now.
that's a part of us, like bro. No matter what I put out there, no matter nigga, I'm a Muslim, bro. Like that's what I've been all my life. That's what has connected me to anything good in my life is being a Muslim. To be honest,
Yeah.
I think it looks better. To me, it looks better to be honest with a kid at a young age and let them know, like, hey, man, look, bro, like, people do fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, people do fuck
Oh, yeah.
up. But you try your best to be the best person you can be.
definitely, nigga.
And then,
All the
instead of
stuff.
lying to them and acting like, oh, no, like, we don't do nothing. Oh, you doing everything, showing everything wrong they do and just trying to get on their head like you perfect and everything. And later on, they see how unperfect you are, like, imperfect you are.
Yeah.
They're like,
You see all
what
the flaws.
hell? What was the shit? You're like, man, I'm about to wild out. Like, but, I mean, yeah, I think kids would turn out a little better, or just it'll be, you know, they'll have a different mindset if you just was honest with them. But I mean, there's obviously some filters you're gonna have to have with that. You can't just be like, oh yeah, like whatever you want, like go wild out, just go crazy. But you know,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
you're
I
gonna
think-
want to have some fun.
What do you think? But I don't know, man. I think
No.
brothers are gonna be brothers, man. They gonna to the end of time. I think Muslim dudes just have this inclination to be like, I gotta teach you what's proper, you know. Like you can't. You're not doing it the best way. You have to do it better.
Yeah.
I was just telling Bashir today about the Instagram shit, like the Instagram posts lately.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, like I love Islam, alhamdulillah. Like it's beautiful that it's spreading and like it's going everywhere. But they be making a nigga feel bad on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Constantly, he's like, brother,
manage check.
brother, look, brother, are you preparing for the Yakina? Brother, are you doing, like, every time it's a show, like, damn, nigga, shit, like, but I feel it, like, yeah, I'm trying to do better, but it's like, golly.
Yeah, it's like
It's not a bullshit on Instagram
you
already,
can't-
bro. I can't hold you.
you don't know exactly who has like the best intentions.
intentions, for
like
sure.
like if you have really good intentions, truly,
True.
you're just not the brightest.
Yeah.
You know, and the white has, you know, different, you know, IQs, but still. And you don't know, there's other people who are socially kind of awkward sometimes and just don't know how to get the point across, but they have the best intentions and they're pretty bold and they just go out there and let you know. But I mean, I don't know who has the best intentions. I don't know who's doing it just to look good or just to look like they're, oh yeah, I'm big Muslim.
God, I seen one
mashallah.
the
Like,
nigga
I mean,
said, it was
okay,
like,
mashallah, but like, damn,
Don't
relax.
don't scroll past this or Allah will be mad.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
like, golly, how many people he catching, bro? Just watching that damn clip over and over because he keeps saying, don't scroll past this, Allah will be mad. Like, come on, bro. You over here using Allah to get clicks and
And
views, bro.
I also don't want it to look like an excuse to just be like, man, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I want, and like you can't, like, I mean, obviously,
Now, the deen is strict though.
inshallah, you know,
Yeah,
in time,
it's laid out.
you know,
Deen is strict. It's
may
laid
Allah
out. I
guide
mean, to
me.
be honest, we have to
I
follow
mean-
what it says. One thing I can't hold back on is like, no matter what, we know we're doing wrong, in the sense of
Yeah.
like in Islam, but we're trying to be better. Like
That's the
people-
crazy thing about you're
yeah, like-
conscious about it.
Exactly. We're trying to be better.
Yeah.
As
We're
long as you're
conscious
trying to be
about
better.
exactly.
Yeah.
We're
You feel me? Because at the end of the day, no matter what we say, the deen is gonna be the deen. They're never changing. The Quran's never changing. It's gonna be the book forever. What the commandments or whatever we're supposed to do is in there. The hadiths are gonna be the hadiths, and we gotta abide by that as Muslims. But at the same time, we just gotta acknowledge that it's not easy for every Muslim to do so. You know, just because one Muslim can do it this good or whatever, we can't just put that on everybody and be like, hey, you got to do it as well. You know, we got to understand, like, hey, my nigga, it's hard out here too.
And
bro.
listen, like,
as long as you're trying to come.
No,
you know,
exactly.
bring more love to it than more like aggressiveness.
we're in times where things are so different.
Yeah.
Like this is we're in America.
Yeah.
But it's no excuse for us to just.
We're in California, LA. That's a whole different
Los
world.
Angeles, California, United States. Like, God
Can't
damn,
get worse
like,
than that.
how dunya does it get? Like, so I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
man.
we just here, like, but it's still not an excuse. But it's just like there's the temptation. It's not even temptation at a certain point.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
grew up. I personally, y'all too. After a while, y'all been here for a while, so it's like, come on now, this is
Yeah,
this
I'm
life.
don't tell me like
I grew up
call me
here.
an African now. I've been here for a while now. I'm still African, but don't.
I'm American now, man. But nah, look, I'm like at a certain I grew up seeing shit like that was just it's not Islamic. It's just, but I mean, I grew up in basically South Central, like Los
Yeah.
Angeles. So it's like, dude, I'm gonna see the nonsense and all the fuckery. So it's hard to just. The people who do, I fully commend them because they're like, there's some people out there that grew up in, Los Angeles, California too, but they still know the whole Quran and they.
I mean,
do all
again,
their
like
prayers and
then
everything.
obviously we know them dudes. I mean, but it's definitely a struggle still because it's not like living in a place where all Muslims. Like, yeah, we got a lot of Muslims, but LA is big as hell.
Yeah.
We went to school together. Y'all probably, I mean, you probably were more into like because y'all went to Al Medina and stuff. We went to public school, so shit, I was at Virgil. But shit,
Yeah.
you went to Virgil too, right?
Virgil too.
Niggas was in Virgil with man, I ain't gonna hold you, but
Okay, so
bro, when I was
school.
bro, I'm not sure if you went through the same experience, Bush, but I had a hell of a time when I came to school in America, bro. In America, the first thing I learned was like, okay, elementary school was like easy. Like, ain't nothing going on in elementary. Niggas wasn't really gang banging yet. It was some niggas that were talking about shit, but it's nothing that you understood. So I'm in 5th grade, like, like
That's elementary.
about to go to 6th grade, like not knowing, like, okay, middle school is a different ball game. Middle school is not no elementary.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga first went to John Adams. I was on 30th. It's by USC, and then I got kicked out of there because of my brother Salim was over there scrapping. That nigga was beating up everybody at school.
That's like near like the Brim area, like it's like Brim.
Oh
area,
God,
so
Salim
it's-
was beating up everybody at school, and the dean there didn't like Salim, and then I got in trouble for flaming a person. I was like clowning somebody, he was roasting, and yeah, the nigga he kicked me out. He OT'd me to John Muir because that was my
Wait, it kicked you out for just frying somebody?
on everything. I'm not even
Oh, he had
going.
a vendetta against you.
I would.
He like Salim.
I'm like, you know what? I'm leaving.
He saw your last name, like,
leaving.
yeah.
You knew I was
you're not
because
kicking
me
me
and Salim
out.
look
I'm
alike
going.
too.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you Salim's brother? Because Salim was flaming. I'm talking about every day Salim. Well, I just see this nigga at the office. Like, you good? He's like, I have to beat some nigga up. He just beat people up because Salim back in the day was that nigga. He didn't like having conversations. He wanted to beat you
And
up.
look, that's what America's good for.
But anyways, I went to
Look,
John
all
Muir.
that.
John Muir was like, "What the fuck is going on over here?" The first time I ever see niggas yell at teachers, try to beat teachers up. Niggas was gangbanging, asked me where I'm from. That's the first time a nigga asked me where I'm from, and I was like, Kenya. And the nigga was like, "Hey, cuz, stop playing with me." I was like, "I'm from Kenya, bro." The nigga was like, "Hey, man, you over here disrespecting me, my nigga." I'm saying, "Where you from?" I'm
And
like,
that sounds
What set is
exactly
that?
like what a nigga would say.
you know what the
Yeah,
niggas used to
for
tell
real.
me? They used to be like, "Man, you ain't even black. You African." I'd be like, "What does that mean?" They're like, "Nigga, this nigga ain't black. He African."
I ain't even gonna lie. That's some shit that I would have said.
I'm like-
to a nigga like you when I was a kid.
What the hell kind of
Look,
shit is that?
back-
Like,
look,
how
I
does
went to
that
some
make
charter
sense,
schools.
though?
I went to like charter schools, like for high school, shit, like small school, but it was like the hood, dude. I went to it was like next to Audubon.
Yeah.
It was called Catch, and
Yeah.
it was it was like it is. So there was just niggas there who was dead as hell. If a nigga like you came in there and was like, "Oh, y'all from Kenya," we like you African.
But that's crazy. That's a whole
That should've been
conversation
so
on its
dope.
own.
But it would have been some cool shit though. Like they might have been some ignorant niggas, but we would have like it would have been kind of a joke, and you'd have ended up being cool shit later. Like, but it
Nah,
would've
they
been a
didn't
joke.
fuck with me at all.
Yeah, I'm about to say it sound like
They
some
were
niggas.
like, they were trying to get on me every day, and I was over there like.
To be
I
honest,
had
they
to
probably
fight for my life
gangbang
over
to
there.
this
That's the first
day.
time I had to fight niggas. I was like,
Hey, they probably gangbang right now to this
Yeah.
day. Like,
niggas tell me I'm gonna put you on the hood, and I'd be like, nigga, I'm 11 years old. I'm like, nigga, what does the hood mean? And niggas like, yeah, you have to take this gun. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh my god. I don't want to do. I'm not sure, Bush. What was your experience, my G?
Mine is more the Latino folks.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Right when I came to LA, like that's when they looked at me like, bro, you Latino. They find out what my name is. Oh yeah. Then they do a background check on me. I'm like, all right, you ain't Latino.
A background.
They see my mom, my dad, like, yeah, you ain't Latino. But I'll be hanging out with them because I like that's the people I look like.
I went to Virgil. That's when I went to
Yeah.
Virgil.
Hey,
my
I
eighth
ain't gonna
grade
lie
year.
though.
The Latinos.
I believe there's a decent amount of like Middle Eastern, people in Los Angeles. So it's like it's like I don't know why. Well, that was.
But
young,
even
really
that though,
young,
the majority of
Yeah.
them
that was
like.
kids wouldn't really know that. So
Yeah.
that probably
Nah,
takes
but
up to
majority
like
of
high
them were
school
like
to
they
figure
say
out.
they Middle Eastern and usually again hang out with Latinos. It becomes
I mean,
Yeah.
and I grew up in the like Muslim community, so I was like when I was a kid, I knew more Middle East, but I'm like, wait, I went to Al Madina,
Yeah.
Islamic Center and everything, so of course obviously, but yeah,
No,
I don't know.
that's the vibe I was saying. So like when I used to go to school and like have to be in public school and like have to hang out with the kids at school and shit, they'd be like, golly, them niggas didn't understand me at all. Them niggas just was on my head about every little thing. We'll go to the mosque. My niggas is from wherever. Bashir's from India, Pakistan. Niggas from Palestine. Niggas from near Bangladesh. Ain't nobody give a fuck because we're all Muslim, we
Yeah,
have that
facts.
connection. So we understood too, 'cause our cultures is similar too. So whenever we talked about cultural shit, it was kind of similar. But even like when I went to with the Latinos would be like,
Yeah.
oh, this dude black. We kind of fuck with the blacks. Majority of them be like, cool, but the majority of the gangbanging shit was like, oh, we don't fuck with blacks. So I'm like, all right.
type shit.
I have
That's
to
when it was
pay
heavy.
attention to certain areas.
Yeah.
Like certain niggas be like, okay, these niggas don't rock with me. But so a lot of niggas did fuck with me because again, even Latino culture, low key, is close to African culture in my eyes. Like from what I've seen, like the Kenyan
Yeah.
culture kind of has the same vibe as the Mexican, and I'm not sure about like the different like.
I mean, it's
Salvadorian
more
or
because
whatever,
it's
but-
like culture based type, like
It is,
true
yeah.
culture. But I mean, America, what does it really have as culture?
They got
like,
culture,
basically?
nigga. There's American culture,
There's
definitely.
American culture.
There's
but it's
niggas in
like,
Africa right now dressing like American people, trying to talk like
What
American.
is that though?
That's American
what
culture.
are they dressing
What do you
like?
mean?
But the thing is, it's like American culture is more like just.
It's a culture.
It is. No, it is. You're right. But
Yeah.
it's just nothing but modern.
We can't,
Just
we can't,
Materialistic.
downplay, we can't downplay it because American culture is black culture, bro.
They don't really have anything that's
That's why I
based from
think,
like a
like-
long time ago though.
Listen, you said
okay.
American
Well, black.
culture is black culture. Black people
Well, black culture
pushed the
is a
wave,
thing. Black culture is a thing.
and then
but
everybody in the world is
black
carrying
people
it.
came from Africa,
True.
so it's like that's
even
like
that, though-
everything traces back from somewhere else. So America's
A
just
lot
like
of
a
motherfuckers don't want to
formula.
talk about that. They don't want to even like
Actually,
trace themselves like
you know
that.
what's
They
crazy?
wanna
It's
be
kind of
American, so-
like what I say about my race. I'm like, well, my ethnicity. I'm like, I'm not black or Mexican. I'm Blaxican.
Yeah.
I just realized, I'm like, hold on. I just came to that conclusion earlier. I was like, it's a whole new thing. I was like, American culture is just everything that just popped up and came to this country and just was like, we're gonna start some new shit.
Nah, but that's
'Cause, I
what
mean,
the-
that's kinda
But
really
that's the
what it
thing
is.
though too. Even like that, like I'm not gonna say American culture is different from even like our culture back home. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see because when we go back home, what do we go? We're the American culture.
Yeah.
Right? When we go back home, like even if you go to Mexico, nigga, you're not the
Nah,
Mexican, you the
I was
American,
about to
nigga.
say, I know.
We all have that culture regardless.
That happened.
When I went to Kenya, they were calling me Mzungu, bro. You know what that means? It means white person, bro.
Whoa.
But it's like, it's like kind of like gringo. Like gringo, you call
Yeah.
a foreigner gringo.
Yeah.
Mzungu. They call me
I heard-
Mzungu like,
I think
like a foreigner.
they were calling like Zubair and them in Gambia. They was calling them Tubab, like, and that's what they call like the tourists that come through.
I don't know what.
Like,
Did I have a word for you, Bush?
Like white guy.
But
the thing is, like, yeah.
everywhere got a word.
There are people that come like from LA or from United States. They go back home. Some people stick to the American mentality
Yeah.
and just be American. But, like, bro, some people go there and just like become their native person. Like, oh yeah,
Nah, facts. 'Cause when I went back home, I didn't have to, low-key, I wanted to, but it was like,
Yeah.
they were like kind of like, oh, would you be down to do this? Down, I'm like, nigga, I'm here, nigga, what's poppin'?
yeah,
Because, some people think you might be a little too American, like, oh, do you eat this? Do you eat that? Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put this out for you. I'm like, nigga, I am home, nigga, my shoes are off, nigga, I'm walking out.
Exactly.
Nigga, barefoot. I'm here.
yeah.
That'll be nice.
I'm here.
I went to Mexico. Them niggas was like, man, look,
You gave
whatever
no
the hell we
options.
got. I'm like, man, I'm washing my back. I'm taking a shower with a bucket out of water.
Same.
Like,
This is a luxury you're gonna
container
get.
of water, container scooping up water out of a big ass
Beautiful
barrel.
feeling,
I'm
nigga.
just-
That's
When
a
you
good,
go-
yeah.
When you go home and you see your bathtub and you see your shower, you like, alhamdulillah, nigga.
Mosquitoes biting me at
Alhamdulillah.
night every night. It's humid and hot, and like I threw the blanket off me. Like,
Yeah.
I threw it off, and then mosquitoes started attacking me. I'm like, nah, hold on, I might have to melt tonight.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a different one. I mean, I want to go back, like, but I mean, I know it's other countries that
It's a vibe though, man. But
Yeah.
again, tying
You
it back to
appreciate
LA
it.
always, bro, because that's that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. The American culture is even like our LA culture. We have an LA culture that we bring outside of it wherever we go. No matter even if
Yeah.
you go somewhere to another fucking state, niggas to see you talking, the way you speak, the way you walk, niggas be like,
Oh, they know.
from LA.
Yeah.
Nigga, I was in Brazil. I was at the top of the fucking where the Jesus statue is, the fucking Christ the
He
Redeemer.
said that Jesus.
Yeah.
On everything, niggas. Out
Something
there
to
taking
Cristo.
pictures with my wife and shit. We was vibing, and then I hear some niggas talking, and I'm like, "Hey, y'all niggas from LA?" And they're like, "Oh shit, nigga, we from Gardena." I already knew. I can tell, bro. They're like, "Oh, nigga, you from LA?" Like, yeah, nigga, we're
Gardena.
part of LA. They're breaking it down. We're in the middle of Brazil.
Yeah.
This nigga, I just heard it. I was like, "These niggas is from LA." It's a thing. We have it. We all have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Regardless of our background, too. Regardless of where we come from. But low key,
LA do something to people.
I'm trying to connect more to my background, though, to be honest. I want to speak better
Yeah.
Swahili. I want to be more like African as much as I can.
But you know what? That's the ironic part about that of life. I was like, when you come to LA, when you first come to this land, like, you want to be like,
Yeah, you want to be here. You want to be like.
you want to be here, you want to be American. You're like, I'm gonna try to be as much American as
everything.
possible.
That's why I think
But
I-
as you get older, you appreciate your culture and like, damn, you have a culture. There's so many people that live here that don't have.
On everything. Because when I
Like-
came here, I said, I tried my hardest to blend in because niggas was on my head. If I didn't learn how to roast
Yeah.
niggas, if I didn't learn how to be like, fight back a little bit, oh my God, I would have been washed under because they
Yeah.
were on
Look,
me
it's
every
crazy
day.
how you were saying American culture. All that is American culture. American culture is game
That,
banging.
yeah, for real.
American culture is game
True.
banging.
I mean, there's a
But,
part of it.
I mean, there's other nice things about it, but still, it's just like, yeah, like you said, like people come in and then something like where it's just people here and anybody that has a culture and everything, it's
Yeah.
pretty nice to have. Like, you know,
But to
it's,
even
it
get
sounds it's
deeper-
kind of fulfilling.
To get deeper, it's because we have Islam too, bro, to be honest.
True.
If we didn't have Islam, nigga, we'd be like some crazy ass
We'll be
people,
victims to the culture.
bro, on everything. We would be victims of the culture.
Victims of the culture, like.
So that's why
Like,
I
that's
alhamdulillah, like, I
literally,
still consider the mosque my home, and I don't give a shit. Like,
Always.
I'm about to smoke a joint right after this, probably right now. I don't give a damn. But I'm gonna still be a Muslim, and I'm gonna still.
I would
put
be
out,
smoking one right now.
You know,
like.
and,
Yeah.
this is dope as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Issa, we definitely gonna have you come back around. You know,
Fact.
we miss my brother Ahmad. That nigga's probably like hot right now. Like, fuck, he wanted to be here because this is technically the first one.
Yeah.
And we've been trying to do this. We did this like 2 times, and we've been having like camera issues
Yeah.
and trying to
Yeah.
figure shit out.
Technical difficulty.
But we figured it out today. And inshallah,
hopefully.
we definitely want to bring my nigga Issa back, have him
Fact.
down.
Inshallah.
Inshallah, we'll get a 4th mic or something, you know, to bring you in with my
Shit, we're
nigga
gonna get a bigger panel.
because I
of
feel like
people.
you'd be
Fact.
funny with Ahmad. Ahmad will go
Fact.
crazy.
That is true.
But this is the on the God pod. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys
On
tap
God.
in with us. We're gonna try to bring it out to you every week. My nigga Bush, my nigga Issa,
Yes, sir.
Jafar. God bless y'all. Peace out, man. We did this shit.
Sir, know what it is.
Good. Good.
That was actually.
Oh.